I've headed to New York City with some other YouTubers to visit a massive game development studio that's doing some really incredible stuff. They've spent a lot of time crafting the art of video game peripherals and perfecting and innovating the technology that goes into making them. I don't know, but you might have heard of a couple of their games. Tony Hawk, Crash Bandicoot, Guitar Hero, Skylanders, just to name a few. But I'm jumping ahead. First stop, New York City. Visceral Vision is based in Albany, New York State, so we stopped by New York City first. It's about a 15-hour flight, which can pretty much break you as a person. Albany is a small town about 2 hours north of Manhattan, an unlikely place for developers doing a few unlikely things. It's unassuming, but once you're inside, you can see why they're one of Activision's most utilized studios. Even the office space is designed in 3 concentric rings, and the management wedged in the middle. This means that the staff get the windows on the outside and get to look outside of the studios, and the management get the hidey holes in the middle of the office, but at least can stay true to the heart of the company. After a quick tour, we were given an insight into how the games were produced, but more specifically, that making games for peripherals comes with its own unique challenges and own set of headaches. Skylanders Superchargers is their lead title at the moment, and is a game which transcends the ordinary expectations of what it means to make a game. Most developers have to produce the software, which is extremely challenging alone. Now imagine having to make the hardware as well. So designing a character for a toy that also has to be a character in-game and function as a video game character. It's crazy. Spending the day there was eye-opening. I've never met a bunch of more dedicated creators in my life. The team comes up with their own hardware and innovate on what they've previously designed, so the inventing is never complete either. To take an example, the story behind how the Swap Force toys were made is insane. They had to create their own method of slingshotting an NFC signal from the portal of power to the figurine at the top, because remember, NFC works if 2 plates are actually physically touching, and in Swap Force, the characters are at the top, so it has to slingshot it to the top of the actual toy. They mocked it up one night in the studio with found objects and magnets and pitched it to Activision. They made it work because they were passionate about it. It feels like a startup in the most traditional sense, but it's unusual because you wouldn't think a studio creating big AAA games gets stuff like this done. You immediately think that this is going to be some kind of big corporation. I have such a newfound respect for Visceral. It's unbelievable what they're able to achieve as a small team and as a team in upstate New York, and just create brand new ways of playing video games because they're passionate about it. It is inspiring.
All hands on deck.
Nice.
So I just want to say thank you to the team for having me there and flying me up to the event. I was really privileged to be there. It was such an incredible experience. We can't stop talking about it. Thank you so much. But look, it wasn't all work.
I was spinning. I could always tell it was the end of the beginning. When you're coming over here, there's no need for pretending. I'm trying to be careless with the signals that you send.